Today, we talk about... And what I ended up using it for was, lately, over the past month, I just started to just write out essays. And I hate writing and I hate reading. I love audio and visual. That's why I end up just spending all my days on YouTube until I finally decided to want to make YouTube videos. So now all I do is either watch or make YouTube videos, essentially. But I just remember over the past month, like, I just would get these bursts of energy that I just wanted to share, but I wasn't ready to share with the world like you guys. So I just started to share with those 30-odd people for two reasons. One, actually, I don't know if it's two reasons. I'm hoping it ends up being two reasons, but let's see. One reason is I knew most of those 30-ish people didn't give two shits and probably weren't going to read it, so it was almost like I was talking to myself, but like I didn't want to just talk to myself. I felt like that was a fucking waste of time, because like I could do that in my own head. Yeah. I could do that in my own head. I do that in my own head all the time. But I want to just be more productive with my time. Like if I'm going to play video games, why don't I just Twitch it and make it more productive, like either offer value to people or bring value to myself if I start to monetize it. I still haven't fucking monetized shit. I really feel like I should. I don't know what I'm waiting for. And I feel like I was going to make a big announcement how I was going to transition to monetizing my channel last month, and just shit got busy, and then here we are again. Now shit's getting busy again. Then I have to go back to Iowa soon and then come back, and it's just like, when the fuck is this shit going to end? When am I going to like feel settled, you know? IKEA's fucking shit up. All right, we're getting way off. Yeah, so I started to, over the past month, just anytime I had these bursts of energy to discuss either a glint of a topic or just like a very focused or broad topic, I just started to sit at the computer and just start typing away, and just all the stream of consciousness would just come out, and I would just type and type, and I was just all of a sudden starting to feel like, not powerful, but alive. I was just like, fuck, man, this is awesome. I'm just like typing out my thoughts, and there's a random chance that some people out there amongst my friends are going to read these, but likely not, and that's okay. It'll be nice even for myself to review these in the future, just to kind of see where my mental state was at, specifically by written word in the future. And so I was doing that, and I was doing that, and I was doing that. Not a single like, not a single share, not a single comment, and I wasn't expecting any of it. And then all of a sudden I started to see like the sarcastic, jibber jabber comments from some friends, but that would only be on occasional videos. And then even in group chats, they would start to mention and poke fun of me for it. They're like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, are you high? Like, are you on drugs?" And it was just funny because like they would all be like, "Dude, we're kind of worried about you. Are you okay?" And I'm just like, and eventually I started to get asked so many times if I'm okay, where I was just like, should I be offended by this? Like, I'm literally just giving you free access to my brain, and you're sitting there either taking a shit or just who knows what the fuck you're doing with your life, that you're sitting there reading what I just spent hours at the computer typing, and not always hours, but maybe sometimes like a very hard half hour, which is still a lot of time to just be sitting there typing your fucking thoughts in your brain. And can you imagine like your thoughts, whatever they are, can you imagine just allowing yourself to be vulnerable enough to be okay with putting them out into the world, even if it was only 30 people and supposedly the closest 30 people to you, but you're, instead of being met with, "Oh, that was very interesting," or "Oh, that's very fascinating," or "Oh, wow, I learned something from this." I'm not saying I put out things that were educational or anything like that, but what I'm trying to say is like, those are the kinds of things you want to hear or would hope to hear. But when you're instead, can you imagine if you put out thoughts into the world and you were always met with, the thoughts you put out into the world were always met with the same reaction, which was, "Are you okay? Do you need help? Are you on drugs?" All these things, and "I'm worried about you, man." I'm just like, I should be offended, right? And I'm not offended because I rarely, if ever, get offended at anything. It takes a lot to offend me, but I think that's either part of my problem or part of my biggest strengths, to be able to just like block shit out and do this, because people like me don't do this. Like, And I think that's why I've built as much of an audience as quickly as I have, with how esoteric my shit is because like I just have that fuck you, I'm just going to do this mentality. Like I haven't been consumed by my own insecurities, even though I have them and I recognize them now more than ever. It's super weird. But yeah, as I start to do more of those comments, then all of a sudden I start to notice a little bit more connection with some of my friends, and it was very clear at that point, like, guys, you're fucking reading this shit, okay? And some of you are gleaning some stuff from it, clearly. Just why can't we just talk about it? Why can't we just boost each other up? Like, why do we have to be so cynical about fucking everything? Everything? We have to be cynical about everything? Fuck, man. And I mean, I've touched on this on previous videos before, and this just gives me another 8 branches I want to explore, but yeah, this is going to be a lot tougher than I thought. Fuck, man. This is tough. This is tough. And it's literally tough for the opposite reason. It's not tough because I don't have enough to talk about. It's like, it's tough because I have too much to talk about, and I can't focus it. Which I guess would be fine if there was like a bajillion viewers and I didn't have to chop it up, and maybe there was someone out there that would chop it up for me. Fucking have fun, shit. But like, I can already tell this is gonna be a nightmare to like sift through to like find specific segments to cut out. But I guess maybe, okay, well, let's process this. Maybe just me just having this free association and just kind of going like this. May just be a function of me being maybe nervous / not knowing what the fuck I'm doing yet, and this is obviously very bare bones. This is a fucking base camera with a non-optimized mic in a non-optimized audio space. I just have a laptop here, and I plan on just like holding my phone and recording shit. So, luckily, I didn't, come into this like super nervous or anything, because I knew worst case scenario, it's going to suck, and then episode 0 will just be the shittiest episode. It can only get better from here. That's kind of the, that's part of this. I think part of my strength is my logic and my IQ, or whatever the fuck you want to call that nerdy shit, allows me to bypass the circuits that are fearful and intimidated and scared and all, because those things are still there. But these other components allow me, luckily, to like bypass all that and be like, nah, it's all good, bro. Just fucking do it. Yeah, it's all good. Just do it. So here we are. And this battery's about to die. So let's take another break and rehash, shall we? Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Whew. All right. Okay. A couple other things I forgot to mention. Yeah, so I think ultimately maybe this will just be like that stream of consciousness. Just let me go, clear the cobwebs, just fucking let everything run. Maybe something will be entertaining in the course of that. And there are people out there that enjoy this kind of long form, monotone, just listen to my voice and be doing fucking shit around the house. I mean, that's the other thing that shocks me sometimes, is like, I love how I'll watch something, not even my own work, like I'll watch something that I think is super fascinating as far as like a YouTube clip or any clip, and then I'll share it with someone. I'll be like, dude, you gotta see this. And I'll put it on, and like not even 6 seconds into the video, they're either back on their phone or they're like turning to their friend to ask a question, and then they like miss everything in the video. And it's just such a pet peeve of mine. It's like, dude, you clearly didn't see this. And it's a pet peeve not because I hate them for not being interested in that video, clearly. It's more like, damn, man, like, I found this so fascinating. I was willing to like zone out and just pay attention to this and nothing else.